Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hope y'all are having an amazing day thus far. Not going to be on before you all long. Just wanted to come on very briefly to share a couple of tips on this Sunday, this new week. So if you're joining in, tuning in, please share this, like this this live, share it with your friends, new entrepreneur friends you may know, anybody that you may know that could use some value on this Sunday. I'm not going to be before you all long, but I definitely wanted to come on. Thank you for tuning in. I can't really see the comments, so just let me know where you're tuning in from today, where you reside. I know I have a lot of friends following all over the world, so I just like to know where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining in on this Sunday. Go ahead and turn this music off. I don't earn any rights to this music or beats. But I'm going to go ahead and jump in. For those of you all who jump in, maybe be watching the replay. So if so, that's fine. I have my notes. I'm going to be reading a little bit as well because I jotted down some notes. Hey, Jan. Hope all is well. First of all, I know I have a new lot of following friends that has joined me. For those of you all who do not know who I am, my name is Shaneika. I've been in the online space for 5+ years. What I do is I'm a jack of all trades. I do a lot of different things online. My main focus and goal is basically to work with mompreneurs, entrepreneurs, anyone in the online space, to help them develop that skill set, that mindset to build successful businesses online, to get away from that 9-to-5 if you want, or to be flexible with the 9 and 5 and to juggle an online business at the same time. Basically, I market in stress teaching techniques as far as skill set and the mindset to build successful businesses online, despite the hidden fears or the fear of being on online space. So that's what I pretty much do to help people, obtain successful businesses online in the marketing space. I also do a lot with health. I'm a health and wellness coach as well. So I do a lot of different things. I'm in the health and wellness business. Pretty much, for those of you who know me, know that I have a background in healthcare, been in healthcare for over 17 years, but I just switched sides a little bit with that. So that's a little bit about me, but I just wanted to get online today just to give you all a couple of different nuggets. I know you all seen the title that I posted. If not, it's 5 tips on being consistently consistent. And you can use this as far as your business and your day-to-day life or whatever journey you choose to take this upon. I'm just going to kind of go through it briefly. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I see a couple of people that are tuning in today. We're going to start with tip number 1 because I'm just going to get right in. If you watch this on replay, push hashtag replay. That way I'll know you did tune in and watch it. The first tip I would say, and it's great to come with this new week starting ahead. So I always personally, lay out my week on Sunday with my plans, my goals, etc. I write it down in my planner and go from there. But the first tip tip number 1, I would say, is to make a conscious decision to remain consistent. First of all, you need to have that will of mind to do anything, whether it's going to the doctor's appointment, going to take your kids to school, going to, fix dinner or at a certain time at night, working out every day. It starts with your mindset. So in order to have that mindset to stay consistent or to remain consistent, you have to have that mindset basically. So tip number 1 is to make a conscious decision to remain consistent. And a couple of things that I did jot down is you want to at least start your day with affirmations. This was pretty much helps. Or every day you want to say out loud for it. In this example, you can say, I'm committed to remaining consistent each day in my goal. And you can also add on, I am doing this. What are you doing there? You're putting it in the present tense time. And so when you put that in the present tense time, it gets in your subconscious mind and it reminds you internally to act now, not later. So that's what I would say as far as that, to remain consistent, getting up and going each day, is speak a positive affirmation over whatever it is that you're trying to reach as far as your goals, etc. So tip number 1, I'm going to go back over that, is to make a conscious decision to remain consistent. All right. Tip number 2, I would say, is to have a plan. Know your objective. You always want to start with a plan or a goal. So a lot of times people say, I don't have a goal or have a plan. What is your goals? What goals do you want to reach by Friday or by next week? What goals do you want to reach by next month or next year? So you want to basically get a notepad. And of course, let me get mine out. Hold on. Just a second. I believe in my notes. Okay. I have a notepad. I write everything down for each week. pretty much, you know, as far as even for months to a year of advance. So every week on Sunday, I pretty much write out my goals, my plans for that entire week, and I add it into my little notebook of whichever way you choose to do it. So basically, you want to have your plan, okay? Have your goals that you want to reach. Whether it could be a small goal or a big goal, whatever your choice. Small goals, you want to keep reminding yourself to go ahead and do it. Don't keep putting it off. That's why it's good to have affirmations or to speak affirmations over your life, whatever it is that you want to do, because it reminds you in the subconscious, it gets in your subconscious mind, and it reminds you to go ahead and act now, not later. Okay? So like I say, for those that are joining in, I'm actually going over 5 tips or either 4 tips for being consistent or staying consistently consistent on a daily basis. Tip number 1, I just said, was make a conscious decision to remain consistent. Tip number 2, what I just went over, is to have a plan and to know your objective. What do I mean by your objective? Your objective is pretty much, you know, a thing or its aimed is what I basically said is a goal. So anytime you want to start a plan, you want to have the correct mindset, what you want to do, and you want to shoot for that goal, which is your objective. It's a great thing. What I have found to help me, hey Alvin, is to basically go on your notebook, your sticky notes, whatever it is that you're doing, read over those daily, make them visible to yourself. That way there's a reminder internally, it gets in your subconscious mind on what you need to focus on daily and yearly to reach your goals. The next tip, which would be tip number 3, is to remember that feelings and thoughts are temporary and subjective. What do I mean by that? Basically, what I found is, I'm reading my notes here, it's pretty much whenever you set a goal, I'm going to use an example, let's say losing weight. You may have said at the beginning of the year you want to lose up to 20 pounds. Okay, so you set that goal, you're excited about that goal because guess what? It's a new year and you want to manifest what you said you wanted to do. So a lot of times, those goals can get in, your emotions could change. You could say, man, I'm not going to work out today. I'm going to skip 3 workouts this week. I'm going to eat all these fried, fatty foods that I don't need. And guess what? You get relaxed. So that's what I mean by saying in that step number 3, remember that feelings and thoughts are temporary and subjective. So that's why you want to always have in the storefront your goals, your plan, the things you wanted to conquer and get through for whatever time, for that week out, for that year out, or whatever the situation is. You want to always remember your why, pretty much. So remember, even in business, when you start an online business or whatever, independent business owner, whatever it is, that you may start off very excited. And a lot of times it's not always easy. You have to build yourself up to the momentum. So remind yourself, even when you start feeling down or sluggish, or you don't want to work on your business today, you don't want to market that business, you don't want to do any lives, whatever it is may be, remind yourself your why. Don't allow your feelings and emotions to control your goals that you're trying to reach. Okay. Another thing is the tip number, I think I'm on number 4. Is to do one thing at a time. You want to be in the present moment. Meaning, you can't, like they say, Rome wasn't built in a night. So you want to work small on your smaller goals so you reach them. And then eventually your bigger goals will come in hand. You don't want to overpower yourself with things that's like unpredictable or unrealistic. So you want to start with your small goals and then build yourself up to the bigger goals. And eventually you're going to see each task is going to be checked off your list to do. Okay. That's what I found. So remember, do one thing at a time and be in the present moment. That's key. An example could be, hey, you want to get new like-minded friends, 5 like-minded friends in a day. You did that, cross that off your list. What is your next task for the day? So you want to always do that. And that's important in everyday business or your personal life, whatever situation, your personal life, business, etc. You can add these strategies to it on a regular. So let me go back through these again. The tips that I put here, I feel like I left one off. Let me make sure. That's pretty much it. So I hope y'all kind of gets the jinx of it. I'm really a big person of speaking affirmations over your life. I find that especially in your business, when you speak affirmations, it just gets in your subconscious mind and you begin to see things manifest. So even on days when you're emotionally not inclined to doing things in your business that you know you should do, or moving forward when business sales are slow, you want to always push yourself. Some things you can say or write on sticky notes or say out loud is, you can say, if or you can just think this in your mind: if you are not feeling like it, do it anyway. Because a lot of times as entrepreneurs, there are a lot of days we're not going to feel like doing anything, but guess what? We have to push ourselves on. So if you're not feeling like it, do it anyway. Okay, if you're busy, do it anyway. That's why it's called creating your week. Get a notebook, write out strategies and things you want to do per week. Okay, if you're not feeling good, do it anyway. Push on. Okay, so a little progress is better than no progress in your business. If you don't put any work in, you will not get any work out. If you don't put anything in, you won't see any results, pretty much. Okay, and if you're unmotivated, do it anyway. I find that when I get unmotivated and things I know I should be doing and don't, it's where it goes back to personal development. It's very key and important to have your mindset clear and focused, meaning you need personal development every day, at least 30 minutes a day. I say personal development. Okay, and if you're stressed, still work on your business. No matter what, focus on your business goals every day, because we can't do them all at one time. So it takes little baby steps, but eventually you will see your business is growing, your revenue's growing, etc. So take baby steps. And then this quote I did see online earlier, it says, strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. Okay, let me read that again. Strength comes from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. So remember your why, because that's when you remember your why, that's when your strength is going to come in. And you're going to remember, even sometimes it feels like you can't do it, guess what? You can overcome it and you can do it. And then eventually when you start seeing the fruits of your labor, it's going to push you to grow further and further in your business, okay, as a whole. All right, so I don't mean to hold any of you all long. Those just a few key points that would help you stay consistent in your business. Always remember your why. You want to, like I say, remain consistent, make a conscious decision to remain consistent. You want to have a plan to know your objective. You want to remember that feelings and thoughts are temporary and subjective. And then you also want to do one thing at a time and be in the present moment, okay? So just be consistent, guys. This is a new week starting ahead. I tell you, this month is passing on by quickly. So if you did not reach your goals last month, beginning of the year, start this week off with a bang. Okay, get a notebook, get something, get sticky notes, write something out around your house to remember your why and your goals. And in the days that you feel like you don't want to push anymore, look at your sticky notes, look at your notes that you wrote down, the things that you want to do for you and your family or your life as a whole. All right, so thank you all for tuning in on this Sunday. Those of you all who are watching or able to tune in or even watching the replay, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you all. At the end of the day, stay consistent, y'all. Stay consistent in whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever it is you want to do, stay consistent. Don't let anyone deter you. Stay around like-minded people. Remember what they always say. If you hang around 3 drunk people long enough, guess what? You're going to be the 4th one on the wheel, okay? So your environment means everything. I know sometimes people say, well, I can't do this because where I'm at. Really, you can be in a place, and even though you may be in an environment, you don't have to be a part of that environment, if you understand what I'm saying. You could be at the worst place on earth where you think you may be, but that doesn't dictate your future. You can do anything you put your mind to do. It's nobody's fault at the end of the day where your life is right now, besides who? Yourself. I can't blame anything that I didn't do that I wanted to do on anybody else but Shaneika at the end of the day. So be accountable for your actions, y'all. Be accountable for whatever it is you want to do. Because at the end of the day, if you want success hard enough, guess what you're going to do? You're going to sacrifice and you're going to do it. No excuses, y'all. No excuses. So back to those goals that you didn't reach or you didn't do up to this point, when almost end of April already, y'all. You have a new start to get things right each day. So wake up each day, every morning. Get some personal development in, y'all. If y'all don't know anything, just go on YouTube. YouTube is your friend. Google's your friend. YouTube personal development. Get at least 15 minutes a day. You will notice a change in your life. I know I have. I've even invested in, started meditation. Some people are not for meditation. I pray. I meditate as well. But I tell you, it's been life, y'all. When you have that clear focus, in your mind is clear, you can just see things so much clearer. So anyway, I'm not going to be before you all long. I know I've been talking. I'm out. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Take some nuggets. Hope you had some nuggets that you can take to carry you through the week, to help you through the week, to encourage you. See you all later. Bye.